Well, good evening. It is Sunday night, August 30th of 2020. It's the last Sunday of August. Hard to believe. Now, it's odd. It's the last Sunday of August, and well, typically it wouldn't be Labor Day, but Labor Day comes really late this year because tomorrow is typically the last Sunday of August means that Labor Day might be coming, but Labor Day is another week off, so it's kind of strange. But hey, this was the first week of school. We had a good first week in driving and transporting our students. I really enjoyed that, driving our students to school. Everything worked really well. Lots of sanitizing solution after the kids get off. So it's the same job but different, and so we had a great time doing that. And Pam and I, it's kind of weird because last year we would start about 6:30, wouldn't get back till about quarter after 8:30. Then we'd go out at 1:30, and Pam would get back about 2:30, and I wouldn't get back till about 4. So I'm back by 2:30, and it's kind of nice. Gives some time to the afternoon. So we are enjoying that. Had some good kind of cool things happen. Actually, one of the things that happened this week, got the grass cut because I knew we were talking about the remnants of Laura and the possibility of it raining most of the weekend. That didn't happen. That's kind of a bad thing because we could have really used some rain. It's been dry here. Although the grass greened up a little bit, so definitely gonna have to cut the grass this week. But Thursday night, right about 5:45, we had a rain squall, move through here. Lights flickered. Actually, lights went out for about 4 minutes each, twice. Knocked all kinds of trees down. I mean, it was probably 40, 50 mile per hour winds. Just a real strong windstorm that accompanied the first 5 minutes, and in 10 minutes it was all over. So just a very kind of weird thunderstorm. Took down trees. Some of our people were without power for 24 hours, and some more than that. So that happened. And Friday afternoon, we got a chance to meet with one of the local pastors. It was a good time, just fellowship time, not talking too much business, just kind of finding out what's going on in everybody's life. And looks like we're going to do that again this next Friday, so that's kind of cool. And then yesterday, had a Zoom call with some friends of mine. We toured 34 years ago in a group called the Continental Singers. This would have been back that year. For 34 years ago, this would have been my first weekend home after being gone all summer. And I said to them, I said, the person I am today is not the person that I was on tour. And I think that would be true of all of us in 34 years. I think of the things that God has taken me through, and to think that I'm standing here in front of a camera and talking via camera, or even pastoring. Those are all things that, in 1986 I would have never thought about. But I said I was a shy, introverted kid that enjoyed playing his bass guitar for the glory of God. That's what I did on tour, and for 3 months. And somebody asked, so how do you deal with, if you were so shy and introverted, how do you deal with the guest homes every night? I don't know. I still don't know. Grace of God, I suppose. But it was fun as we talked about that, and we talked about doing see if we can get everybody on the call this winter, and we're really hoping to do a big 35th anniversary in-person reunion, depending on how coronavirus finishes up. But it was a good time to talk to some people that I hadn't talked to on the previous Zoom call at the beginning of the summer. I think it's kind of, sometimes I I've been saying some disparaging things about coronavirus, and one of our students this week said, "I hate the coronavirus," and I'm like, "Yeah, I do too." Um, but there's been a couple things that one of the things was early on in the coronavirus, when things were really quiet. People were supposed to be staying at home and going out into the hollow just outside the house and hearing the birds sing with fresh new. You could just it seemed like everything was more alive, and I missed that. And the other thing that this whole thing happened is the fact that we probably found two or three, four or five, I think close to five of our members who were in various places around the country, and it was cool. So we were able to connect in ways that we could do, and just so thankful for what that brought. And even though in a time that we're still struggling with how do we minister, how do we do things, it was a breath of fresh air yesterday. And then today was worship, continue to walk through the book of James, taking it a little bit of a time. 6 verses here, 6 verses there, 6 verses there. But we started with chapter 5, and it talked about the dangers of materialism, and even how materialism can infect us, so that we cause injustice to the poor. And so that was kind of an interesting thought. And we finished the service, and this song has just kind of been going through my head the rest of the day. Is this idea that turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in his wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of his glory and grace. I think so many times we rely on our position, we rely on the things that we have, instead of relying completely on Jesus. And I guess that's really my prayer this week, is to just rely completely on Jesus, on his word, and who he is. So that's about all I got for tonight. I know it was kind of a spastic night, but Sunday Night Thoughts, April. April. I'm glad it's not April. August 30th, 2020. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord.